All right, now the AlphaCom was a little bit different kind of an organization. What was AlphaCom?
Okay, AlphaCom was a group that Dr. Michael Wolff had started with the, how should I say this, with DARPA, who is the sponsor of AlphaCom. Permission to go ahead full bore with it, and basically what AlphaCom did was we were to bring the UFO enigma to the American public without any lies. Of course, we know that they have lied to us for 60 years now, and probably longer. And it was to explain why they did it, who were the parties involved, and it was also to find, it was kind of double blind there. It was also to find out who the UFO groups were, the aliens, and what their agenda was, if there was an agenda, or they were just, you know, kind of in a, I don't know, I hate to say neutral, because if you've been exposed to what I've been exposed to, it's not neutral. But basically, Bill Clinton wanted this to come forward because he was very interested in the subject, and he wanted to become the first United States president to come clean with this to the American public.
So AlphaCom is or was actually a government group.
Absolutely.
And being sponsored by DARPA, with a mandate to let's get this information to the American people, that's kind of an earth-shaking revelation for a lot of people, because most people think that the government wants to keep all of this covered up. And here you have DARPA sponsoring or creating AlphaCom and saying, get it out there, get it all out there, names, dates, events, and just make sure it's all straight. That's kind of an earth-shaking revelation for a lot of people to hear.
Well, I realize that some of them will kind of be taken aback to this, but the whole concept of this thing was, I was kind of knocked on my heels when I first heard about what they wanted to do with this thing. And, you know, I've been in this thing about 43 years, so it was kind of a shock to me at first.
Mm-hmm. So it's got a very, I would say, noble and leading edge kind of a mandate, and then it disappeared. What happened?
Mr. Clinton had the problem with Monica Lewinsky, and it was stated to me by Dr. Michael Wolff that they felt like the project needed to come to a halt because of credibility problems.
Isn't it amazing, absolutely amazing, what nonsense can do to real issues?
Well, I don't think that this was done by, let's see, what I want to say, I think it was not done by accident. I think there is two government groups. One that wants this out and one that doesn't. And the one that doesn't will try to keep things back from the public to discredit anyone that wants to bring this forward. Kind of like, if you notice, this Monica Lewinsky thing was kind of kept to the chest, so to speak, and then all of a sudden it just came out like gangbusters. And I don't think that was done by accident. I think they wanted to kill the program. They knew what was coming.
All right, now the group disbanded, I guess, and yet you know the people that were involved. Have you stayed in touch with those people?
Oh, yes, and there is talk that the AlphaCom team may be reinactivated with a different administration. It depends on the outcome of that.
All right. Now, of course, it's been one of the theories of Richard Hoagland for some time that there's this sort of internal infighting over the alien information, the extraterrestrials information. And you have one group that wants to out it and another group that wants to keep it secret, and they're constantly battling with each other. And in the midst of that, little pieces of information do get out. Would you concur with that?
Oh, I think that's correct, and I know Dick Hoagland very well because he's the one that introduced me to Dr. Michael Wolff.
All right, and when you hear information coming out from various sources now, are you able to identify what's real and what isn't?
Well, some of it I can attest to, and this has actually been a banner year for the UFO community because of all the different things that came out this year. And there are a couple things that we're still working on that I don't wish to go into tonight that I think might be disinformation. I've got about 4 sources working on that right now.
Would one of those happen to be Project Serpo?
No comment.
Very good. All right. That's a hot story. And I can assure you that somewhere along the way, well, I say I can assure you now that I've brought it up, maybe it won't happen. Had I not brought it up, I can assure you it would have come up when we opened the phone lines and may still. All right. Now, in the course of your work with AlphaCom, you undoubtedly came into possession of, or you were exposed to information that was way beyond what you imagined things to be. Would that be safe to say?
Oh, yes, that's correct.
Anything that I ask you, and my audience knows my position on this, but I'll state it again for those who are new. People who have secret, top secret, and above top secret clearances have taken an oath, and there are certain things they cannot talk about, and if they do, they can be jailed forever and possibly even eliminated. And you and I, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, through our elected representatives, created those laws. And so, that's how it is. Now, Dick, if I ask something, the answer to which would cause you to violate any of that, simply redirect or just tell me and we'll go a different direction, all right? Fair enough?
That's fair enough.
All right. Now, look, I just want to know, if it's possible for you to tell us, I want to know, do extraterrestrial intelligent beings actually exist? And do we know, do we have any idea who they are, where they're from, etc.?
Beyond a doubt, they do exist. There are 70 different groups that I knew of existed when I was in the AlphaCom team from 1990 to about 1998.